that breaking news coming at this point of time. U.S. Embassy in India has hailed the partnership between the United States of America and India. In a social media post, the U.S. Embassy called the India-U.S. ties a defining relationship of the 21st century. The post cited U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, saying that enduring friendship between the two nations is the bedrock of our cooperation. The post further said that this month, the embassy will spotlight the people, progress, and possibilities driving the ties forward between New Delhi and Washington. The post comes amidst growing India-US tensions over Trump's tariff tirade. The post also comes just as Prime Minister Narendra Modi was all set to meet Russia's President Vladimir Putin for a bilateral meet in China's Tianjin. Prime Minister Modi also addressed the SCO summit hosted by Chinese President Xi Jinping. Interestingly, the post came hours after Trump trade advisor Peter Navarro again targeted India over buying Russian oil. Navarro earlier today claimed that India's elite are profiteering at the expense of the Indian people. In an interview with Fox News, Navarro said that India's ties with Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping were undermining global stability. He said, "Modi is a great leader. I don't understand why he is going with Putin and Xi when he is the biggest democracy in the world," unquote. I'm quoting him again. "I would just say, Indian people, please understand what is going on here. Brahmins are profiteering at the expense of the Indian people." Navarro has repeatedly targeted India and Prime Minister Modi over this issue of India buying Russian oil. And for more on this, our correspondent Laura Westbrook is a correspondent and she's joining us live from Hong Kong. Laura, first up, Prime Minister Modi held bilaterals with the Russian president, and during the same time, the U.S. Embassy posted a tweet, which I just read out, hailing the partnership with India and saying that ties between New Delhi and Washington have reached new heights. How do you read that? What is the messaging and the broader context here?
Yes, the United States is not at that summit in Tianjin in China, but it is fair to say that it is closely watching what's being said and which leader is meeting which leader. And we have had that bilateral meeting, as you mentioned, between Prime Minister Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin. They reportedly spent nearly an hour talking face-to-face in Putin's armored presidential car. Modi wrote on his social media platform X, "Conversations with him are always insightful." Modi also praised the special and privileged strategic relationship with Moscow. He said that India and Russia have stood shoulder to shoulder even in the toughest situations. And on that war in Ukraine, Modi said that India wanted both sides to end the conflict as soon as possible and to find stable peace. And on the platform X, Modi also tweeted that he had an excellent meeting with President Putin on the sidelines of the summit. He said they discussed ways to deepen bilateral cooperation in sectors such as trade, fertilizers, space, security, and culture. He said they exchanged views on regional and global developments, including on a peaceful resolution of the conflict in Ukraine. And he also said that our special and privileged strategic partnership remains a vital pillar of regional and global stability. So while this meeting has happened just days earlier, America and the Trump administration imposed these 50% tariffs on Indian exports to the U.S., saying that it was a penalty for buying Russian oil. China and India are some of the biggest purchasers of crude. And so many are seeing that this summit is coming at a time when India is facing increased pressure from tariffs from the Trump administration, and that this is perhaps pushing it closer to China. And now we have this meeting with Putin. Earlier, President Putin praised efforts by India and China at facilitating the resolution of the crisis in Ukraine. He described the understanding reached with Donald Trump at that meeting at Alaska earlier this month as opening the way to peace in Ukraine. And he said that he had already informed President Xi in detail about that meeting. And so this is also an opportunity for President Putin to talk to these leaders following that meeting with President Trump in Alaska.
Right, Laura. Thank you so much for getting us up to speed with that.